my flight? Hey, Google. Reply all good. I land at 11 a.m. Wing me, Bill. Right. Before we get started, I just want to say that it feels great to be back. This is now our 4th year at Complex Con in Long Beach. Go ahead, let it go. And it means so much to us that you guys line up and fill up this room year after year. So before we get started, make another round of applause for yourself. Let's make some noise. All right, our guest today is in the middle of one of the hottest runs in hip hop. More than 20 songs or features on the Billboard charts this year, as well as the debut release of his studio album, Kirk, which, as you would guess, debuted at #1. Everybody make some noise for DaBaby. What's up, dude? All right, I'll be on this side, you'll be on this side. You ready to go baby on these wings? All right. How y'all doing? All right, so we'll start here at the handle.
I got one question for you guys.
Sure. Well, you know, it gets a little spicy over here. Milk will help cut the heat. I've noticed that you have already set a bowl of ice cream. You're prepared today.
I like ice cream.
All right, we'll start at the handle, and we'll go with the classic. So, one of my favorite things about your music, and it's caught the attention of lots of music critics, but it's like when the beat starts, you'll begin rapping almost immediately.
Before it starts.
Do you...
The attention span is real short. Like, when I hear someone start, I want to grab it, like, immediately. So, you know, I do the same thing when I create my music. I just go.
And then no one's had a better year in guest features than you, from Lizzo to Meg Thee Stallion to Lil Nas X. How much has your guest feature rate increased from the top of 2018 until now?
I want to give away too much information, but let's just say, you know, tremendously.
Tremendously.
Yeah,
exponentially.
Exponentially. Yes.
And then, what do you think is the highlight of your mixtape era? Like, if someone's a fan of Baby on Baby or Kirk, what mixtape would you suggest they go back into the archives to get a good idea of where you came from?
Oh, man. I would go to a project titled God's Work. God's Work.
All right, well, you heard it here first. Go check out God's Work. But first things first. More Death Wings. Let's move on.
That's cool.
So your live shows look totally insane, and I saw this Instagram post that you put up recently where it literally looked like 2 fans were having sex while you were performing Shook. When you think back on your most recent tour, thinking about the times you've looked out into the crowd, what's one of the more bizarre things you've seen?
Probably 2 fans having sex, bro.
And then you have this habit of jumping out into the crowd.
I do.
When's the last time that backfired on you?
Yesterday.
What happened yesterday?
My half-assed security guard.
Big security guards, by the way. Some of the biggest humans I've ever seen in my life.
He let my leg go too slow, and I wasn't ready to jump, so I fell.
The trials and tribulations.
Exactly.
The trials and tribulations.
I'm a rock star. That's what I signed up for. Let's go.
All right, are you ready to move on to the next wing?
That last one was hot, too.
Well, might be a long day here.
Let's go.
All right, so this one, we have the pineapple habanero and the 3-spot.
Things are hype.
I saw you on your Instagram before we started backstage.
Mm-hmm.
Weak ass wings. Is that it?
I didn't think you heard me say that shit. I'm cool. You ain't showed me nothing yet.
So, in addition to being a prolific MC, you're also one of hip hop's best marketers, so what we do is bounce a few unconventional chess moves that certain artists have pulled over the years. I'm just curious about your take on them, whether they fit into the baby school of guerrilla marketing, okay? Justin Bieber promising to release an album before Christmas if one of his Instagram posts gets 20 million likes. Why do you think that works?
I mean, it's, you're asking for engagement from the fans at the end of the day. You're giving them jobs, they challenge up. People talking out at the same time, and then, if you cause enough engagement, if they tap in enough, you get to release music. They already waiting on it. 20 million.
What about 50 Cent promising to retire from rap if Kanye West's Graduation outsold Curtis? Like, do you remember that? They were like on the cover of Rolling Stone. It was very heavyweight.
Like a boxing match.
Yeah. What do you think of that?
I like it. I feel like, they keep the competition.
But then the funny thing about it is, Graduation did outsell Curtis, and then he obviously
nobody said he shook on it.
And then what about Snoop Dogg changing his name to Snoop? That a lot with rappers. Even you've done it before.
I don't think it's a big deal. Trying to navigate through it.
And then
if you're willing to work just as hard with the same change that you did.
All right. With that in mind, are you ready to move on? Number 4. So I want to take a wing to talk about your music videos, which have really separated you from the pack, and I think remind me and a lot of fans of this golden era. Videos from Eminem or Busta Rhymes. How did you build out the treatment for Walker, Texas Ranger? Because that's such an interesting reference point for someone under the age of 40. That's why?
I mean, I saw it before from my mom. Like, I swear Walker, Texas Ranger. I just made a reference to Walker, Texas Ranger in the song, of course. Ended up naming it. Happened to the character. It don't surprise me at all. Especially like,
All right. Are you ready to move on to the halfway mark here?
Yeah, let's go.
Headless horseradish from Torchbearer.
This looks like it got mayo.
Fairly sure it's mayo free. They've got to look at those ingredients.
Maybe they don't eat mayo.
This definitely is a turning point of sorts. Maybe we have a recurring segment on our show called on our guest Instagram, full interesting pictures that need more context. And I love doing it here at Complex Con because we have monitors galore. So let's put up the first Instagram picture. You just tell us the backstory. It's Becky on that gang shit. You must have hundreds of fan interactions every single day. Why did this one stand out?
Becky was most definitely on that gang shit. We was coming out of a restaurant, and I don't know, I think I was just taking pictures, period. I was standing like maybe on top of the car, doing some ignorant shit. I was just standing on top of the car with my money out, and I noticed the lady taking a picture of me, and I said, "Mom, come take it with me." And I told her to put her photos up, and she did that. Shout out to Becky. And then a lot of people was commenting, I think she's like a math teacher.
Oh, really? Well, now the coolest teacher in
Gotta be the coolest teacher. Well, that last one was hot.
Well,
I'm trying to watch my language because I see it's beautiful.
You don't have to. Listen, here we are serving you some of the hottest wings in the world. If you have to say it, you can say it. Don't worry, man. Don't worry about it.
It's too hot.
Well, I have bad news for you. It only gets hotter from here. And this one is the Adobo Loco Fire Fire.
Fire. I wasn't playing either when I just moved. I'm gonna take one bite of it.
Yep.
Okay.
So one thread that I get from your music is this feeling of being underestimated. And I'm talking in particular about...
I love it.
And I'm talking in particular...
Being underestimated, not the win.
And because you have this great line on the Dreamville album where you say, I just put diamonds on all of my teeth. Now they probably think I'm not intelligent. Mm-hmm. Do you remember when you started to feel that way? Like, is that a feeling that you had as a kid or something that you developed as you started working your way through the record industry? Go back to the ice cream. It's crazy.
Yeah, my lips, man. Definitely. Excuse me. Yeah, definitely, I always felt underestimated. I feel like everybody should. Get you going.
Motivation, that chip on your shoulder.
That shit too hot.
Well, you know what? A man who feels underestimated, like it's him against the world. It's just you, DaBaby, versus 4 more scorching hot chicken wings. This is the part where I got to blow my nose in front of a loud audience. That's what I came here for. Where's Dom? This is a logistical complication here. Dom, let's make some noise for Dom. Unsung hero of Hot One. All right. 7 spot. Miso.
I don't got no ranch on the blue cheese.
We got the ice cream.
Hey, fuck it. This is hot.
Backstory of recording Suge. I read that you recorded that in like 20 minutes after checking your bank balance when you signed your record deal.
That's the backstory.
I got it all figured out.
My account. Pull it up. Talk about it.
What's the most valuable thing you think you've left for your fans? I've seen videos of you rolling loud, throwing a bag of weed. I've seen you leaving bags of clothing behind.
Mm-hmm.
Fake weed. Fake weed. I've seen you leave bags.
Fake. It was rabbit food.
Oh, rabbit food.
We'll talk about that later. I don't want to give away
the hustle.
I want to give away any trick.
What do you think is the most valuable thing you've gifted to your fans?
Knowledge. That was a good one, wasn't it?
It's a good one. All right.
That shit is so hot.
Well,
can I quit?
We're almost there. This is the bomb beyond
See that burgundy shit? That's the color of this one. That's the one that did me in.
So, everyone knows that you represent Charlotte. You're always putting on for North Carolina. So here, I have some questions about the Tar Heel state that I think you're perfect to answer. Which is the prouder culinary export of North Carolina? Is it Bojangles' famous chicken and biscuits or the Krispy Kreme donut?
Krispy Kreme with the hot sign on for sure.
If you see that hot sign, you have to pull over, right? Not easy for me either. We're in this. Who's your favorite Charlotte Hornet of all time? Is it Rex Chapman, Larry Johnson, Alonzo Mourning, Muggsy Bogues?
Probably gotta be Zoe, man.
Alonzo Mourning.
Shout out to my boy Kimber Walker, too.
Do you fuck with Cheerwine?
I don't really drink soda.
It's that cherry soda that like North Carolina's famous for, right?
Yeah, cherry wine good, though. When I did like soda on and off, That was definitely one of them. But that last shit.
Listen, we are approaching the finish line. Let's make some noise.
They probably think people be up here acting like this shit is hot.
Right, but tell them it's not. There's nothing phony about it.
I don't even drink no.
But that's why we have it on the table, you know. Sometimes any port in a storm. Thanks. All right, this one's burn after eating.
Look, I ain't no quitter.
I can see it. I can. Finding the spot. Taking a lap. Taking a lap. XL.